Hello, Sarah and Kevin here at Market Wines. Looking forward to another weekend and some new features that we've got in. A brand new wine and one of our old favorites.
Yeah, I can't wait to taste the new one because I've never had it before. And Torre is a wine that I drink a lot of at home. This has become a real crowd favorite. I noticed we've been ordering a lot more of this over the last 6 months to a year. People have really picked up on this.
Totally. It's definitely a staff favorite around here, and I think we've got a lot of customers on board with it as well.
I mean, the prices aren't super inexpensive. They're kind of in the $30 range, right?
Yep.
So this is kind of like more Saturday night stuff, or you're cooking dinner or doing something a little more special occasion. But I think why people like these so much is they're still at $30, incredibly good wines.
Totally.
You know, because we're in some pretty expensive real estate now, right? In Tuscany, we're kind of in the most expensive area in Montalcino, so we're really dealing with wines that can really easily run up to $50, $100 pretty fast.
Totally.
So these are actually, although they're more expensive than our typical features, they're pretty inexpensive, I think, for what's in the glass. So
yeah, they offer great value.
I think so. I love these wines. They're such amazing food wines. Let's start with this guy because this is only the second vintage we've had of this, right?
Yeah, the Ampelio.
Such a cool wine. All right, what's in there?
So I'll tell you 2 grapes that are in there. I'm going to let Kevin tell you the third.
All right.
So Sangiovese, which is king in Montalcino, as well as Alicante.
And Alicante is a weird grape because it's one of the only grapes that bleeds black, right? So normally when you squish a red grape, the juice is clear. But with Alicante, when you squish it, the juice is actually like dark red. So it adds a crazy spice to it and a crazy color. And it's not native to Italy, is it? It's I think it's a French grape, but it doesn't really have a home. You just see it sort of showing up in blends once in a while. So it's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
And what's the last grape?
How do you pronounce it?
Ciliciolo.
Thank you.
There
It
you
sounds
go.
way better when Kevin
Not
says
that
it.
hard to say.
It does not look like how it's spelled.
So Ciliciolo is like a really leaner style. So it's like bright cherry, kind of like Sangiovese, but it adds a little bit of acidity to the blend. So that's what you get from that. And then the Alicante, again, adds like some weight and some color and some spice. So.
I always find you get some like meatiness from Alicante. That's how I usually describe it, is like meaty and a bit gamey.
Yeah, for sure, gamey.
And I think that's, what makes these wines so great for food. I almost wouldn't drink these unless I was having a meal because they definitely demand
for sure.
some
And we should say
protein
that
or fat.
most Italian wines, unless it's like an Amore or Valpolicella Ripasso style, there's a little more acidity in these wines, and they need food. So when you get the fatty kind of sausage and pasta going, and you cut it with those Italian wines, it really is one of the great food and wine pairing combos. So
light bulb moment.
this is amazing. Is this the 17?
Yep.
Good vintage in Tuscany, and that is showing really well right now. So if you're doing like any kind of like roasted meats or like any kind of pasta and tomato sauce or sausages or something, that would be an awesome.
Ossobuco.
Yeah, for sure, ossobuco. That's a
Something
good call.
braised.
What does this go for?
$29.95.
Awesome. Price didn't go up.
No.
Love it. Let's get, and these are organic too.
They
right?
are, yep, certified organic.
Kind of a
family run.
cool little story, right? With this winery. Do you know the story with these guys?
Why don't you remind me?
So it's a father and son winery, so it's really small. They actually only farm about 3 hectares. They do it all organically.
Tiny.
So everything they do is by hand. It's done old school. Don't use any herbicides, chemical, pesticides, anything like that. Everything's done really kind of naturally, and they just have this beautiful old farm. So they do a little bit of olive oil there too. But their wines are really I think really elegant, really fine, really they're the kind of wines you can just you want to drink them, right? Like you get a little bit in your glass and it seems to disappear really fast.
Yeah, it just puts a smile on your face. Like, I always say this is one of my favorite wines in the shop. I think at $33.95, it drinks above its price point. It's complex. It's got everything I want in a good Italian red. And
so good.
Yeah, it's hard not to enjoy this one.
So this is really, the Rosso di Montalcino is kind of the younger version of Brunello di Montalcino. And Brunello is really the most famous wine probably in Italy. So this is kind of like a mini Brunello. And for me, I like this better than some of the Brunello out there. I think this wine has so much character. It's got so much complexity. It's definitely one, again, for the table. But if you like Brunello, come down and get your hands on that because that is absolutely knockout good.
And you can just crack it open and enjoy it. It doesn't need time in the cellar like most Brunellos
And
do.
you put it in the basement for 20 years? No, just drink it tonight.
Ready
right?
to go,
That's what you want to do. All right, so let's get to this last guy here. And
brand
we're
new
like,
one.
this is new territory for me. I don't know anything about this wine, so you gotta school me here. What's going on?
I was super excited to see this come in. It's $24.95. So
Wow, good price.
we would call this a super Tuscan, which, as we know, some of the most famous are upwards of 100, 150 plus a bottle.
Yep.
So at $24.95, it's awesome value. Sangiovese, a little bit of Petit Verdot,
Yep.
and
Nice.
Syrah. So kind of a
Okay.
really cool, unique blend for the region. And
When you say those grape varieties, I immediately think it's going to be a more modern style wine, like big and heavy and extracted, but it's not. It's actually
Totally.
kind of a fresher, like prettier, more like traditional style.
yeah, we
This
were
is
chatting
really
about
good.
that yesterday, actually. It doesn't see any oak, and we were talking how we're expecting it to be super modern, but it's got a nice rusticity to it.
I love that, and I can afford that.
Yeah.
So now I doubly love it.
We love it.
That's a great lineup. So if you're an Italian wine fan, good weekend to come down. But we
Yeah.
got more going on than that, don't we?
So much going on.
What do we got over here?
Woo. Well, the vine boxes have arrived. So last year, these came into our market for the first time, and they're back. So
Awesome.
this year, there's two options. There's the white box, which is the nice box, and the red box is the naughty box.
Naughty and nice.
Naughty and nice.
I
Yep,
love it.
something for everybody. So you get 12 individual glasses of wine.
So cool.
They're all European. They're hand selected for a vine box.
Great packaging. These look really fun.
They're
What
so fun. You were saying they're great for the movie theater.
I can sneak these into anything, actually. So
It's
yeah,
true, they're
I
perfect
found
size.
all kinds of uses for these last year, but mostly for gifts, right? Because what a cool thing to give a wine lover.
Totally.
12 unique wines. They can't buy any of them by the bottle, right?
Yep.
So it's just stuff you can't get here. The packaging's amazing. Each glass has the name of the winery, the vintage, the logo.
Yeah,
so,
really
like,
good
they're
quality
sharp
wines
looking,
too.
so.
They're not cheap
And what,
wines.
and what do these go for?
$129.
$129. So a nice little Christmas gift for somebody
Yeah.
you like. You can go naughty, you can go nice.
Yeah,
I
or
like
both.
it. And what else? We got some beer going?
Yeah, hey Ross, what do we
Where's
got going on
Ross?
for
Ross has
beer?
got his beer selection going. Hey Ross,
Hey
get
Ross.
in here.
Oh, hey.
Tell everyone about
Fancy
the beer
seeing
sample.
you guys here. Well, if you guys haven't heard, we got the reindeer packs just released just in time for Christmas. Something for every craft beer lover out there. We've got some 88, some Freehold,
What do you got in there? Oh,
Establishment,
cool. That's
These look
cool.
a
good.
bunch of the under the cover stuff. So it's not just kind of like your flagship beers.
So it's Ross's like specially picked 6-pack for the holidays.
yeah, I
basically.
I
think
love
we
it.
got a few winners in there.
Right on.
For
And
sure.
what do those go for, Ross?
These go for $29.95. So really good
$29.95.
deal.
Perfect.
So,
Good
killer little
stocking
6-pack
stuffer.
of beer. Love it.
Awesome.
All right.
sure.
We'll see you this weekend.
See you later.